Hey, what's up, guys? Coming out back from the video, and today I'm going to do my What If series. What if Naruto had two twin sisters? Part 9. There. In the last part, in part 8, we see them open up the Forest of Death there. Naruto saying, "Let's do this, guys. Believe it." Naruto said the same thing. And Naruto said that with her team there contend. So they scattered off there and stuff. Mostly we see Sasuke giving out a code there. Naruto didn't really got it there. We see Naruto and Sakura kind of got it there. Naruto had to take a whiz there. Sakura punches him, saying, "Do it over there." And Naruto is like, "Oh yeah, that's disgusting, Naruto. You have to do it somewhere else." And then mostly we see the imposter Naruto comes out of nowhere. Naruto noticed that's not her brother there, and she told Sakura and Sasuke that was not Naruto. And then they defeated. And then he's like, "Well, you figured me out there." They defeated him, and Naruto comes back. And Naruto totally hugs him there, saying, "Do not leave her again." There. So and he's like, "Oh, I've only been gone for a while there." Technically, they run into Orochimaru there. Orochimaru is technically taking him on. You see Naruto and Naruto were trying to we're trying to fight Orochimaru. They get blown out of the fray there. And then Sasuke was stuck fighting Orochimaru. Mostly Sasuke was technically not holding his ground there because he didn't have the scroll there. And then mostly they came back and and then they were fighting there. Mostly Naruto and Naruto activate the Nine Tails forms there, or the Kurama's forms, and then mostly they have the Kurama's eyes, and they were taking on Orochimaru, and then mostly they Naruto places a paper bomb on him, blows up in his face there, and then Naruto gets knocked out. Naruto activates her thing there, and mostly she gets knocked out with it. And mostly he slutters away, gives Sasuke the curse mark there, and they fought the Sound Ninja there. When they technically fought the Sound Ninja, and they were fighting the Sound Ninja there, and technically they were going after Sasuke there, but also Haruko came and they're also going after her. And Naruto kind of noticed something about that, saying they're going after her. So that was in part. That was in part 8. So it's going to part 9. What if Naruto had two twin sisters there? So mostly we have to start off with this there, where we see Haruko there. Was actually going to the thing there, and mostly she was talking to Shikamaru and Choji there. She's like, they see the Sand Ninja came there and stuff like that. They actually beat them. The Sand Ninja actually beat everybody there before. Mostly Haruko's team there was technically second there. Mostly they were technically hiding there. And then they're like, "What is going on, Haruko?" And stuff like that. That was what Shikamaru was actually saying to her. She's like, "Well, technically those guys there, they technically those are the Sand Ninja there, and most of the Sand Ninja beat us here and stuff like that. But look at this, they were unscathed there and stuff in there, and like that guy was there. Mostly they were talking about Gaara there was unscathed. How the heck he's unscathed there?" And then Shikamaru was like, "Well, that's kind of weird there. How he came unscathed on that stuff." She's like, "Well, we have to keep our eyes on them." So then in their team passes there, they get their sensei and stuff. So let's go back into Team 7 there, and Team 7 actually was were like sitting around there and stuff like that. Naruto or Sasuke and Naruto were getting some firewood there and stuff. Naruto is like, "Wait, let's open up the scrolls there, Sakura." She's like, "No, Sakura, no, Naruto, we're not gonna open up the scrolls there and stuff like that." He's like, "Maybe it's something like a new jutsu there and stuff like that, and mostly conventions, Sakura to try to open up the scroll. They're about to open it until Kabuto arrives. He's like, "You guys do not want to open up that scroll there." He's like, "Don't open up those scrolls there because technically those scrolls are actually something in there." So he's like, who are you and stuff like that. They're like, "Oh yeah, I'm the guy there," and then they're kind of like remembering how he was like zooming. They're like, "Wait, that's you," and stuff like that. And he's like, "Yeah, that is me," and stuff like that for it. And then we see Naruto is actually walking with Sasuke there, and then she was actually explaining what the curse mark is and on his neck there. And he's like, "Don't worry about it there." She's like, "Well, I'm kind of concerned there. What is that mark on your neck there and stuff like that?" He's like, "Don't worry about it," and stuff like that. And then he's seen Naruto and Sakura, seeing Kabuto near Naruto and Sakura there, and then Sasuke was saying he's like, "Let's go help him there," and then she's like, "Right," mostly pointing up the kunais there. Naruto and Sasuke pull the kunais right at Kabuto's neck there. They're like, "Stay away," and stuff like that. He's like, well, technically, why are you pulling up the kunais up on my neck there and stuff? He's like, I am mostly not your enemy. I'm mostly your ally. And then he's like, they're like, "Bullshit there. You're not our ally there." That's what Naruto was actually saying there and stuff. And then Kabuto was like, "Well, yeah, I'm actually your ally there and stuff. Mostly you have to come with me and then stuff like that." And then and then they're like, "Huh, I don't really." They're like, "Well, we don't really trust that guy there. How we're totally gonna trust him there if we don't really do it?" They're like, "Well, we have to keep our eyes on him also." And then he's like, and then mostly Kabuto was like, turn around. He's like, "Huh, why there's 4 of you there?" And then mostly they explain why Naruto was technically on the team there. She was technically on the team there because of the all that stuff there and stuff like that. She was mostly on the team because of the because she was actually they were telling about the where she was on the team there, and she's like, "Oh," and then Kabuto was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense there. You're on the road team. The team's okay. That makes sense." So they were walking into the forest there. They get ambushed by the rain ninja there. Mostly they've been walking at hours and stuff like that. Mostly they're captured like in the Genjutsu like they did in the original series. And then Naruto was like, "Huh, this is pretty interesting there. This is pretty interesting here. Why we keep walking around in circles there?" And then mostly they see like a big centipede. Naruto kills it there, like he does in the original series. Like, and then mostly Naruto, she's like, "Ah, man, that." She's like, Naruto doesn't really feel the pressure there. Because she had Shino as a friend there, so she doesn't really care of the big bugs like that and stuff because she had Shino as a friend. But Sakura, she's like freaks out and then she's like, "Ah," and stuff like that. And then Naruto's like, "Why you're yelling at Sakura? It's just a freaking centipede there." She's like, "Oh, that's a big ass one," and stuff like that. And stuff like that. And she's like, "Yeah, you're not really gonna like what I." She's like, she's like, "Yeah, I'm not afraid of them," and stuff like that. So technically, they walked around and they saw the centipede was dead. Naruto killed, and then they get ambushed by the water ninja there. So for the fighting for the water ninja there, technically, we see Naruto, we're fighting the water ninja there and stuff like that, and or the rain ninja there, not water ninja, rain ninja there, and they were fighting against water clones there. They're like, "Damn, how we're gonna go against this there and stuff like that." And then they're like, "Yeah, you're out of luck there and stuff like that." And Naruto's like, "Yeah, right, Shadow Clone Jutsu," and then mostly they kept fighting with their shadow clones. Naruto and Naruto kept fighting with their shadow clones there. And then they're technically running out of chakra there. And Sasuke was actually saying, he's like, "You both need to step out. Naruto, he did a pretty good job there. He's like, it's my turn to knock these guys into senseless. And then Naruto and Naruto are like, yeah, right, we can do this there. And then Naruto knocks out the other two. Naruto knocks out the other one there, and then knocks them all out there. And then Sasuke was like, oh, holy crap, how the fuck they got this much chakra in them and stuff like that. And that's what he was actually saying and stuff like that. So they get to they get to the thing there. They get to the tower like in the original series there. Um, Mostly Aruka pops up like he does in the original series. And then mostly Naruto actually says something there. She's like, Aruka Sensei, and what is going on, Naruto and stuff. And then he was gonna tell him, and then Sasuke pulled on Naruto's arm there. He's like, do not tell about this mark. And then he's like, and then she's like, and he's like, what is going on, Naruto and stuff? There's something wrong and stuff like that. She's like, it's nothing there and stuff like that. She's like, okay. And then mostly he was congratulating like he does in the original series. Naruto was like, finally we can get some ramen there and stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, and stuff like that for it. So mostly mostly it plays out like in the original series there for that. Until we get to the or the Penarol rounds there, the Penarol rounds. Mostly Sasuke, everybody was there at the Penarol rounds. They mostly explained uh, about the training exams that the Hokage was technically explaining about the training exams and stuff. And technically, Sasuke was hiding the fact he had the curse mark there. Sakura technically pointed that out there and says, "Well, you need to let the senseis know about this curse, this mark there that weird guy gave you and stuff." And then mostly, she's like, "I'm gonna tell him and stuff like that." And then mostly, he grabs Sakura's hand. He's like, "Do not tell them." There's Sakura. He's like, "Do not tell them at all." And stuff like that. And he's like, wait, why you don't want me to tell you and stuff like that. And then Naruto's like, so she's like, you need to let the senseis know, Sasuke. This is like a, life or death situation you have on your neck there and stuff. And he turns around and sees Naruto there. He's like, huh, Naruto, huh? He's like, do not tell him either there. You don't need to tell them and stuff like that. She's like, why I can't tell him and stuff, Sasuke. She's like, you're nothing but. He's like, if you tell him, you're nothing but a bitch there and stuff like that. That's what Sasuke said to Naruto there. Naruto gets pissed off. He's like, hey, don't call my sister a bitch there. And then and then he turns around. Sasuke turns around. He's like, you know what, Naruto? I really want to fight you there. I want to fight you and prove it there. And Naruto was actually getting that look. He's like, oh, I'm pretty happy you said that there. He's like, I'm mostly in that rival type of stuff there. He's like, I'm pretty happy you said that there. He's like, I'd be pretty happy to kick your butt also there. And then technically, and he turns around and sees Naruto. He's like, also Naruto, I really want to fight you also there. Want to take care of your brother there. I'm going to take you on and take you out. And then Naruto's like, well, okay, I might set that challenge there, Sasuke. And plus, if I win there, I'm gonna tell them about the curse that thing is around your neck there, and even if I had to go full force to show them and stuff like that. That's what Naruto was actually saying. She's like, bring it on, jackass, and stuff like that. And that's what Naruto was actually saying. And then he's like, huh. And then also, and he was actually saying about Haruko, he's like, oh, I'm gonna also take on your sister also, and stuff like that. And then good luck taking all three Uzumaki's on, Sasuke. You're not gonna really do that well against them and stuff. So he's like, actually, he's like about that stuff like that. He's like, I also want to take on your older sister also, and stuff like that. So that's where the what if technically ends there. I'm gonna let you guys vote on this there, and you guys have. I'm gonna let you guys vote on this there and see. You want me to do the teams as normal, like in the original series? You want me to do the original series fights, or you want me to do it completely random there and stuff? Mostly because there is 2 extra people there. You want me to do the series fights normal there, and this have Naruto and Aruko fight there, or you want me to do this completely random there. I will actually have a pull up after this video goes up there. So yep. Comment, rate, more responses. We like, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification to see our uploads and my live streams. Comment, rate, more responses. Carry out. Add your peace.